After the Second World War, Japan was devastated. Its economy was ruined, and the way that companies like Toyota were competing with the West was making them go almost bankruptcy. An engineer called Taiichi Ohno looked to this problem and realized something interesting. The way that American companies were producing their cars with this mass production approach, building a lot of cars and stocking them in a warehouse waiting for the customer to buy it, it was actually quite inefficient. So he came up with a new idea that was named the Toyota Production System. This way of working only produces a car once it's actually ordered by a customer. Also, they started to introduce this way of fixing problems during the production line. So once the product is being built and has a problem, they stop it right away, the production, and fix the problem instead of waiting the car be ready in the end of the line with a big problem they cannot solve or cannot find even the root cause. And also, instead of the managers dictating the process, the workers were also responsible to improve the system and improve the way of working, making sure that they are producing the right product and using the right process for that, eliminating with that all the waste. The result, Toyota became one of the most profitable and an example of company in the terms of building quality products, quality cars. And with that, they changed completely how we work in many different industries. The West reshaped many of the Japanese terminology, and now we know the system as Lean. Hello, welcome again to another video. My name is William, and today I would like to introduce you with a beginner's look to the world of Lean. Okay? Last week we discussed about Agile. Remember that? We discussed how the software world reshaped, or at least tried to reshape, how software products were built. And Lean, it's basically on the roots, or is the foundation idea behind the core concept of Agile. Because Agile focuses on adapting frequently and producing the right product. And the core concept of Lean, or if we want to come with the official definition of that, Lean is the relentless pursuit of value through the elimination of waste. Let's pay attention in two words here: value and waste. Value is anything that the customer is willing to pay for. Okay? Waste is anything that consume resources but do not add any value to the process or to the product that you are building. So imagine you are a software developer or you work in a software team. Okay? The line of codes for the product you are building, they generate the value, right? Because the final product, the final application, the final solution, it is your value that your customer is willing to pay for. So the lines of code for that is the value you are creating. The time you're waiting the server to deploy some patch or some update or to release, that is a waste. It's a time that nothing is being added to the product. And the less waste you have, the more efficient you are to build value to your customer. And I could stop the video right now because this is the core concept of Lean. Lean manufacturing, or any other direction that Lean took depending on the different industries, were always based on have a great process that improve the value that you deliver. If you are in a restaurant waiting for your next dish to be served and something is wrong, that is taking too much while other kind of dishes are being prepared and no one is buying them, you have a problem from the concepts, from the basics of Lean. The system is not optimized to deliver more value to the customer, and therefore you have a more waste than value being added in your process. This is the basic of Lean. As I said, this is the main idea, and many people don't understand that because they think that Lean is more about like the process, the bringing all the Japanese words and the culture to the work. But if you are improving the value being added and reducing the waste, you are doing the basic thing that Taiichi Ohno wanted to do with Toyota many years ago and made the company so profitable. Okay? So Lean has basically 5 principles. The first one is to define the value. What is value to your company? What is value to your customer? Maybe it is, as I said in the other example, it's a software company, so value is the product you are generating. Maybe it's a specific touch point of a service. What exactly is the value that you add? Then you map the value stream. And value stream mapping is something that will, if we want to go deep on that one, we will need more than one video because it's very important. It's the core after you identify what value means that will make sure that your process, your ways of working are driving you to the right direction, removing waste and improving the value generation. After you map the value stream, you are going to create something that is called flow. So you basically want your product to flow through the system that is being produced. So the more you optimize the flow, removing bottlenecks, removing touching points that are not needed or that are adding time that is not valuable for your final production or your final solution, the more you optimize the flow, the better your system will be to generate value faster and better for your customer. The next step would be to establish pull. We want to build something that the customer will buy or maybe already order, so things are flowing in your system and never waiting, never piling in a step of your process. Okay? And finally, seek perfection. This is Kaizen. You want to continuously improve, continuously get better with your process to add more value and reduce more waste. This should be the most important thing that companies should focus on if they want to improve their system and their value generation. Remove waste, adding more value, improve the flow. So the more you do that, you seek for more perfection, and therefore customers will be happier and they will buy more, right? So that is basically, from a beginner's point of view, the core concept of what is Lean. As I said for the other videos introducing you to project management, program management, portfolio management, and Agile, I will say it again. We want to go deep in all these concepts, understand what are the main publications, the main books that brings Lean in a more deep perspective and make you understand every single step, every single point of the value of Lean. What are the 7 wastes, how you improve or add more value, how you discover value, how you do value stream mapping. So all those things, let me know if you're interested to know right away, because they are in the pipeline to also be produced to create more content and more knowledge to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please subscribe. Don't forget we have a specific publication, a newsletter for project managers and people who want to understand more how things are built and improve their execution. It is called Project Management Compass, and you can find the link in the description of the video. See you in the next one.